Alright, so in this video, we are going to talk about my complete Dreamworks animated movie collection. I'm making this video because I have packages that aren't coming for a while, so I just want to make a fun video. And also, I was waiting to make this video because I wanted to have a complete collection before I made this video, which I finally do. So this is going to be a fun one because now we get to dive into everything in order of release, which is going to be a ton of fun. But let's do some random ones first, because I have every single animated film they've done. I have only one box set, which is the Shrek collection. Now I should stress with this video, I have every single animated film DreamWorks has done. There are several animated TV shows that are streaming only. They've never gotten physical releases, or they've gotten like one or two seasons. So I'm not worried about those. There's a few of them I have. Like I have, I don't I'm not I don't even remember which ones I have, but I'm not worried about it. So in this video, we're mainly just going to talk about all the animated films they've done. So I want to talk about Shrek. Um, Shrek is obviously their most iconic franchise, but yeah, this set is nice. I do need to upgrade Shrek 2 and Puss in Boots to 4K. I have not done that yet, but this has Shrek 1, Shrek 2, Shrek 3, Shrek Forever After, Puss in Boots, Shrek the Musical. And if you've been following my main channel, I've been reviewing all the Shrek movies. What's nice about this set, though, it also includes Shrek the Musical, like I said, all the shorts, which is about 10 of them, and then 5 episodes from the Puss in Boots show, which, it's okay, but, that is so the set's actually nice. The only problem is 2 of them are in 4K now, and it's possible now we have Shrek 2 on 4K that we're probably going to get Shrek 3 and Shrek 4, and then the set will be obsolete because I'm going to want to upgrade. I will, honestly, though, if they do put out all the Shrek movies on 4K, I'll probably get them, but I'll probably keep this set just for the shorts and the Shrek the Musical, because I doubt that will be in a future collection, so I'm not sure. This one is the DreamWorks Holiday Collection. So this has all 9, well, not all 9, because they've done more than 9, but most of their holidays, this is basically all their holiday specials up until this point. So we have Trolls Holiday, Shrek the Halls, Donkey's Caroling Christmas Tacular. God, that's a mouthful. Merry Madagascar, the Madagascar Penguins in a Christmas Caper, How to Train Your Dragon, Gift of the Night Fury, which they've done another How to Train Your Dragon one since that I don't really want to watch because it looks like it ruins the ending of 3, Kung Fu Panda Holiday, Rise of the Guardians, and Home for the Holidays. But I have this, of course, for Rise of the Guardians. But it's got all those holiday specials as a bonus. This is actually a nice set to have for the holidays. I don't really love any of these holidays except for the Kung Fu Panda one. I really enjoy the Kung Fu Panda one. And Trek Dolls is fun. The rest, I'm like, I don't really need you. But that's cool. So now we can just get into the actual animated films in order. So the first one they ever did was Ants. I don't have all these with the slipcover. Some of these are 4K, some of these are not, but Ants. When I first saw this movie, I remember really enjoying it. I don't so much anymore. This movie is actually kind of bad. I've actually been thinking about doing a series, and let me know if you guys would want this, where I review every single DreamWorks animated movie. But Ants is bad. It is a terrible movie. The animation is cool for the time, and I do enjoy Woody Allen as an actor. I mean, I know there's allegations and stuff about him as a person. I'm just talking about him as an actor, a writer, a director, but, and there's a fun cast to this. But most of the cast is wasted. Like, Sylvester Stallone is in this movie and some other people, and they're kind of just wasted in this movie. But, there's a couple jokes that I enjoy in the movie, but I will probably never watch this movie again. But, it's, if you want to ask me which one's better, Bug's Life or Ants, it's a Bug's Life. even though neither is really great. It's kind of weird because they're so similar movies. They have the exact same plot. They're very drastically different movies, though, and neither of them are great movies. Prince of Egypt. This is one of the best animated movies of all time. One of my favorite movies of all time. I'm not a fan of like religious movies or biblical epics. I enjoy like classics like the Ten Commandments and the original Ben Hur and stuff. But yeah, most religious movies are garbage. This is excellent though. The music in this movie is amazing. The voice acting in this movie is amazing. The animation is some of the most gorgeous animation you'll ever see. It is one of the most well-directed animated movies of all time. It is just awesome. And I would love to see this come to 4K. That's probably never going to happen, but we were lucky to even get this one on Blu-ray. So, The Road to El Dorado. This one is probably one of my most rewatched titles just because it is a very witty movie. It's very funny. The characters are a lot of fun. The dialogue is great. The voice acting here between Kevin Kline and... going blank on the other guy. Who is that voice? Kevin Kline and... oh, I forget. Doesn't matter. They're great in this movie. The music is great in this movie. Animation's gorgeous. It's a lot of fun. Definitely deserves its cult status. Everybody should watch that movie. Joseph and the King of Dreams. This is the only ever direct-to-video animated film that DreamWorks did. And I think the reason why it didn't work out is because Disney was doing it early in the 90s. DreamWorks tried to do it in the early 2000s when we were kind of moving into Blu-ray and DVD and other things, and this movie wasn't great, so they kind of abandoned that project. And this one is terrible. Blu-ray really doesn't do much for that movie, to be honest, because it's a terrible movie. Chicken Run. I love this movie. The fun story about this movie. This movie almost got nominated for Best Picture. The Academy didn't want to nominate an animated film for Best Picture. The only times it's happened is Toy Story 3, Up, and the original Beauty and the Beast. But this one almost got their love and attention. It caused them to create the Best Animated Feature category, which is a degrading category, but it's an important one, at least somewhat. And this is just a fantastic movie. It's witty, it's clever, the animation's awesome. It's just a great prison escape movie, and I can't wait for the sequel. Though I don't think the sequel will be as good as that one is. But then again, I've never seen Aardman's sequel be bad. I love both Shaun the Sheeps. I love all the Wallace and Gromit stuff, so I don't know what to expect from that movie. Shrek on 4K. This is an interesting one because I obviously love Shrek, but when I bought this is on sale for Prime Day. I had heard for actually quite a bit that this transfer was terrible, but when I popped it in, it actually impressed me. It brightened up the movie. I didn't know this when I bought this. This is the first time this movie's ever been in the correct aspect ratio, so this looked great to me. I don't understand that. So it makes me excited to get Shrek 2 and Puss in Boots on 4K when I get a chance. Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron. Other than Matt Damon's narration, this movie is such an atmospheric, gorgeous movie. Hans Zimmer's score is one of the best of all time. I think it's one of the best of any movie ever. Like if we're making a list of top 20 best scores, this one's awesome. But yeah, definitely worth the watch. That's honestly one me and my girlfriend need to watch one of these days. This is the only animated 2D DreamWorks movie I don't like. Which is weird to me because I love Brad Pitt. I have a huge love for Brad Pitt, but this one is just boring. I try to get into it, I try to like it, and then I just end up turning it off. None of the characters are really interesting. The adventure's not interesting. I can see why this was a huge flop because it just, nothing is appealing to like a kid, and nothing's really appealing to me now either. So, I wish they would have made more DreamWorks 2D animated movies, but when only one of them was a hit, it's just like, what's the point? Shark Tale is pretty god awful. The completionist in me has this, and also I've rewatched this movie a few times because You know, there's some movies that you just can't explain. They, even though they're bad or whatever, you just kind of watch them. And that Shark Tale for me, though, not so much anymore. I used to watch it more when I was a kid because I didn't get it. I didn't get it was bad. The Madagascar collection. This is like the Shrek collection where it's got Madagascar, Madagascar 2, 3, and it's got Penguins of Madagascar. But it's also got all the shorts and it's got some episodes of the show, so that's fun. I enjoyed the Madagascars. Probably one of DreamWorks. It's definitely one of DreamWorks' weaker franchises, but I enjoy them. Wallace and Gromit: The Curse of the Were-Rabbit. I do have all the other shorts, but you know, this is obviously just strictly talking about Wallace and Gromit. The Curse of the Were-Rabbit, which is the only one that they did with DreamWorks, so we're not worried about the others. That movie is great. I really regret. I really regret not watching it during Halloween season, so that's unfortunate. Over the Hedge is awesome. I really enjoy Over the Hedge. It's a lot of fun. Flushed Away. I remember this movie being a lot more fun and clever than it was. Maybe I was just in the wrong headspace when I watched it, but I need to watch this again. I do really like that movie, though. B movie. You'd think this would be one I like because I really like Jerry Seinfeld, but this movie's really bad and unwatchable. So boring. Like every time I watch it, I turn it off. The only part that's funny to me is when they shoot Piglet and Winnie the Pooh and take their honey. I thought that was funny. The Kung Fu Panda trilogy. Now this one's weird because they didn't do what the other ones they did, where they put all the shorts and like TV episodes on it. But it's all 3 movies. I hope they get these on 4K because Kung Fu Panda 2 is one of the few movies to make me cry. I absolutely adore these movies. I watch these all the time. I've actually been in a mood to rewatch them, but I'm saving that for possibly a future video project. Monsters vs. Aliens. Bad movie. One though I remember seeing in the theater and enjoying a lot as a kid. I don't know why. Me and my dad have fond memories of watching that one. I have fond memories of watching that one with my dad. You know, it's weird. Me and my dad are very different people, so whatever, if there's something that we can enjoy doing together, it's fun because we're not the same people whatsoever. It's fun. How to Train Your Dragon on 4K. These, see, the ones I have on 4K are the ones I'm like, I knew I had to have these if they put these on 4K. And there's a couple of them I'm like, I don't know why I have this on 4K. I kind of do, but yeah, I absolutely adore this movie. Megamind is awesome. Great subversion to the superhero genre. It's weird. I don't like Jonah Hill a lot. I like him in Superbad and 22 Jump Street, but I enjoy him in this movie. Brad Pitt, once again, is great in this movie. Will Ferrell, I don't like him either, but he's great in this movie. Perfect for the part. The Croods on 4K. I don't know why I have this one on 4K. I think when I tried to pop in the 4K disc, it didn't work. I need to try that again, but I enjoyed this movie. It's not one I tend to go back to now I'm older because it kind of shows its faults now that I'm older. Turbo. This is god-awful. I remember enjoying it, though. And I don't know. Now I find it racist. There's a lot of racist Mexican stereotypes and stuff. But my dog, his name is Tito. And the fat taco man in the movie, his name is Tito. So there you go. That's where, thank you for naming my dog. Mr. Peabody and Sherman. This is a really witty movie. It's great. I love this one. It took watching this one recently to really start laughing and getting a lot of the jokes and having fun with it. And I do really love Rocky and Bullwinkle and have the whole series on DVD, so that's fun. How to Train Dragon 2 on 4K. This is the best animated sequel of all time. Fight me on that. This movie's gorgeous. In terms of like the visuals, but also in terms of the story and the score and just everything about it. I cry every time. Moving along. Home, terrible animated movie, but you know, I have it to be a completionist. Trolls. I like these movies as like guilty pleasures. I don't know. I will be probably re-reviewing them closer to Trolls 3 coming out next year, which I believe is happening in 2033. So, Boss Baby. Both of these movies I've tried to watch, and every time I do, I turn them off and want to kill myself. I've not seen either of these movies the whole way through. My plan is to watch them before the third one comes out. uh, and do reviews, but I honestly might just like hang myself instead of doing that because that sounds more enjoyable than watching this dog shit. I'm kidding, but like, geez, I freaking hate those movies. Because every time I try to watch them, I'm not even joking. I turn them off. Captain Underpants on 4K. I didn't need this on 4K. I think it was like $10 on Grove, and I didn't have it. And if I bought the Blu-ray, I think it would have been like the same price. So why not get the 4Ks? How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. Not as good as 2. I still really like this one though. Abominable. I think this movie's super underrated. It's great. I actually really enjoyed the series that they put out on Peacock. So, that's cool. Trolls World Tour on 4K. I got this on 4K because I think it was like $10 on Black Friday a couple of years ago or something like that. I enjoyed that movie as a guilty pleasure. Crude's a New Age. It's weird. I really didn't like this one as much as the first one, but I think over time this one's grown on me, and I've grown to really like this one more than the first one. I think I like the vibe and the energy through it more, and I feel like this one's a lot of fun. So, Spirit Untamed. This movie is only good for 5-year-old little girls. If you are not a 5-year-old little girl, don't even bother watching this dog shit. Boss Baby Family Business. Again, every time I try to watch these movies, I turn it off and want to kill myself. So, and I overpaid for that movie. $13. $13 I could have used to buy a good movie, and instead I bought fucking Boss Baby 2. The Bad Guys. I really enjoyed this movie earlier this year. I think out of all the animated movies this year, this is the one that I know for sure is going to be on my best of the year list. I think that Lightyear is going to be up there. But, and then Stranger World. I don't know if that one's going to make it onto the list. That movie had a couple flaws that will bug me a little bit. But other than that, I thought it was fun. And Turning Red's somewhere up there, but I don't know. I think this one's, I know for sure, is going to be on the list. I really enjoyed the, Pulp Fiction and like Reservoir Dogs vibe to it. The references to like Ocean's 11 and other heist movies. The writing was great. I can't wait for the holiday special they're doing next year. So let me show you. This is the Target edition anyways. Which I think you can get this for like $10 on 4K right now. This is just the Blu-ray, but I want to show you this cool Target edition. So you just get the standard Blu-ray. Comes with this art book though of like different concepts of like the characters and stuff, which is really cool to like see. That a great artwork there. Look at that. That's really neat. So yeah, I think this is cool. And I got this is the Target exclusive, which I think is awesome, and I'm glad I have that. And yeah, that's my complete Dreamworks animated movie collection. I absolutely adore Dreamworks. I think that they might be a studio that I love more than Disney, Walt Disney Animation Studios, because Walt Disney does the same thing. They don't really try new ventures. Walt Disney's not a company that you could say is ventured into doing stop motion like they have with the Aardman stuff, or they ventured into, like as many different types of movies. There's a lot of hit or miss things, but there's also a lot of great things that they do, and I think they're still putting out great things. If Puss in Boots 2 is any indication, and The Bad Guys, awesome work. And I'm excited to see DreamWorks' future, because they were a company for many, many years. As a kid watching their movies, I thought that they were going to go down under, because it just always seemed that way to me. But they are continuing to thrive, and I'm happy for it.